That guy's impossible to build any intel on, I guess. Almost got him. Peglin Sapper. The Crucibles haven't been bad up to this point. The music's probably a little loud. Once you get the Terror Ball, that kind of sucks. That one was tough. That made it pretty hard. From 13 on, from 13 on, they're kind of a pain. 15% less sucks. That's not really anything. That doesn't really matter if you have a ton of orbs. The Horror Ball really sucks because you can't remove it from your deck. Let me turn the music down a little bit. The music is great in this game, though. Alright, I'm gonna lose a bunch. This can be good if we get the Orbalesque. That's nice to start out with. I don't really care about that. Let's go with the Pebbles. So just standard procedure. This is the Horror Ball. This thing sucks. Cannot be removed from the deck. 0/0. I mean, the Terror Ball, at least it does damage. And you can remove it. But just standard procedure. Try to gain money here. Gain money and mitigate damage in the beginning. Music's still a little loud, I think. No, that was a little fast. I wanted to get up to at least $40, but the Refurbisher is good. That's really helpful, especially when you have that Horror Ball that does 0 damage. So let's start with that. And it looks like we want to go right and then left. Try to get a couple bucks on the way out. Oh, shit. Did not want to do that. Let's skip this right to that. We can dick around for a while now and just get some money. Oh, he's gonna shoot at us, that's right. Okay, we should be okay for a little while now. That was a good one. Oh, I thought we were still in it. I like the collateral ball. And morbid is good too. What do I have? 30? Let's go with the morbid. And we want the chest for sure. Get our first relic. Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't think I've used that. Activate the peg an additional time. The only one we have that's small right now is the Terror Ball. Oh, that's nice. We could do a crit build. We'll get the vitamin C. And we don't have enough money for the store, so let's try the let's try the question mark. It's a good time to get the forge. It's early. You take 6 damage, but you upgrade the ball automatically. Which I like. Let's do that. I just have to remember. Because if I run into the story that duplicates all my orbs, I will die. And I forget that. There we go. It's going to be minus 16 hit points, minus 22 hit points. Ooh, it was more than that. That hurt. I thought it was take 6 damage. 6 and 6. Oh, maybe I got 3 of them. I thought I only got 2 of them. Yeah, that should have been 12 plus 10. Oh, maybe it's for each. I don't know. But we're still alive. Okay, they're kind of right on our ass already, so let's get some bombs going quickly here. Oh, I thought we were going to trigger one there. This'll do it. I didn't mean to do that, but it works. We gotta heal. We can't afford no orbs. So 2 chests to the far left. That's gonna be our route. Left, left. If I don't screw this shot up. Left, left. Refreshing. Pocket sand is really good. I think we want pocket sand. Keep it in the middle. And we said we want to stick to the left, but even if we screw up and go right, we're okay, so. That helps with money big time. That's awesome. This is the one where you offer the opposite. Offered the pebble and the dagger went up. I feel underprepared for this battle. If we can bounce it back in there. Ah! A little too hard. No real point in using the morbid yet. I don't know why I shot that. Gotta have the Jack Orb. That thing's great. Yeah, I feel underprepared for this boss. But as runs go, if you make it by the first boss, you're having a decent run. That's not a bad first one. Get rid of some of this crap. Beautiful. Our refresh is hidden. Hey, Iron Eye! My only fan. Not only fan, but you know, the only fan I have. How you doing, man? Why aren't you working on your game? What are you doing in this stream, boy? Get back to work immediately refactoring. Hopefully it's all done. That sounds like a pain in the ass. Fuck. I'm screwed. Screwed. You finished it. Oh, nice. Awesome. So was that pretty much the only issue, was that sound pop is really just an audio thing, or is it going to come in handy for some other stuff too, upgrading to 3? Like, I kind of understand it, but I've never had to do that. What does he have? 493? Yeah, I'm screwed. I felt underprepared for this battle. He's gonna whack me. I got one last shot. Oh, that was pathetic. Oh, I got 1 hit point. No idea. The audio pop. Oh yeah, that, I hate that. Just some little tiny thing, and I mean it's not going to be tiny as you go on. It probably would keep driving you crazy. So it's a good thing you switched over. It seems like you handle it pretty quickly too. I grokked it after I read your post, and he was saying there's a bunch of Python calls you can do for like replacing headers and symbols and shit, but I didn't know if you did it manually or if you went in there with some kind of automation. I assume your game's getting, your program's pretty big at this point. And dead. That's what happens on Crucible freaking 17. Manual. Oh shit. Like on Game Maker, you know, any IDE really, you can just, you know, replace all or whatever, which is kind of dangerous, but oh really, it's actually not that big. That's good. Even DVK, for a simple game that it was, when we got done, it was like, I'm sure we didn't do it the most efficient way, but it was getting big. And I had to do that a few times, replace all, realizing I named something incorrectly or worked on it one day and then went for 3 weeks and didn't work on it and then forgot and created a new variable that does the same thing. So I had to go through and, you know, kind of refactoring, but not changing it from any updated version to a later updated version, just fixing variables, like mass fixing variables, just using the built-in search and replace function in GameMaker IDE, which was kind of scary because there's two options. Sometimes it would, if you change the name of a variable, sometimes it would automatically rename all the variables that you went and changed the name in the like user-friendly portion of it, where you can just right-click and rename it. I think the default option is to, once you rename something, even a sprite or an object, it goes through and renames everything. So I had to turn that off sometimes because I just wanted one thing renamed. I didn't want it to do a global change, and that was just part of learning how to use GameMaker. But that created some problems. That thing I sent you about regret, revert, repeat, I got into some renaming hell a couple times where I'm just like, oh my god, I just want to scrap this and start over. Yeah, you ran into it too. Had some GUI class that you class 1 what? Abandoned accidentally. Yes. Yeah. That's scary. And then, you know, that's why you back that shit up, because otherwise you're like, I just messed up everything. I'm never going to be able to fix this, and you're just in hell for a little while. Oh, that's awful. I'm glad you got it done. You really got to put a lot of concentration into that and have notes and remember what you're doing. And if you walk away from it for a few weeks, it's just like, I'm screwed. Pachinko, yeah. Basically Peggle, but rogue. It's, I had played it a while ago and then just kind of got stuck because it has 20 different difficulty levels, the Crucible levels, and like a lot of rogues do, and it just got too hard. I was like, it looks like a kid's game with the graphics, but this game is insane when it comes to the synergies you can get and the relics you can get and just the power-ups that you can combine to do stuff. If you, like, this is probably one of the most brutal rogues I've ever played. If you pick the incorrect relic at any point, it just screws up your whole run. I mean, there's Reddit post after Reddit post on this game, and I didn't realize how in-depth it was. Oh my god, I'm getting raped. So I just really dove into it and really started studying things and realized it's not a kid's game. There's some relics and orbs in here that it's like, if you don't have a calculator, you're not going to be able to figure out how much damage they do. One of them was upgrades your orb to the power of 1.25 or some shit, and I grokked it, and he said, oh, yeah, that's just the square root of a square root. And I'm like, oh, yeah, simple. So I'm like, if my orb's power was 2, how much damage would the square root of a square root be? And Grok was like, 2.3888. I'm like, who the hell would know that? Who the hell would know that without using a calculator? And that's one of your choices for a relic is, do I want to square root the square root of my orb's power? I mean, it's way more in-depth. Like, the graphics are deceiving compared to what the game actually is. Yeah, it's a rogue. You could kind of compare it to Balatro, same kind of stuff, where you're going through, you know, you are unlocking stuff as you're losing, basically. And then the more relics you have unlocked, the more orbs you have unlocked, your next run will be easier, or you'll have a better chance anyway. And then it has higher difficulty levels, which in this game they're called crucibles. And there's 20 of them. Like, I've played rogues where they have 10 difficulty levels, or even 12. There's 20 difficulty levels on top of the regular game. I showed them in the beginning if you want to rewind. That's why I have these crappy orbs called the Terror Ball, which is it's a bad ball, obviously, and then the Horror Ball. And this one cannot be removed from your deck, but the naming convention in this game is hilarious. They really stuck to anything round. It has to be ball, or it has to have sphere, or diameter, or round, or circular. Like, every single name, they went full balls to the wall. Everything has to have a name of roundness to it. Peb ball instead of a pebble. Dag orb. So org, sphere, diameter, round. It's kind of funny. They like way overdid it. It's fun. It's just there is a lot of luck involved. That green peg I'm trying to hit is a refresh, so all the pegs will come back. I probably don't need it to finish this, but I should go for it. Damn it. These slimes are just raping me. Here we go. There it is. The trash can right there, I have one throwaway, so I threw away the horror ball just for this load, so I don't have to use it. And you can get more than one discard, but it depends on relics and orbs that you have. I'm doing awful right now. Typically you want to take them out before they start whacking you constantly, but I couldn't. It depends on where that refresh is a lot. If they put it in a spot where it's really hard to get, you're just kind of screwed. Oh, I managed to pull it off, so I have to use my money to heal. And on lower Crucible levels, I think you can pretty much heal 50%. This is at 22%. And then we can either upgrade an orb. These are the ones you start with, including the Terror Ball, which you can't upgrade because you wouldn't want to. And then these are the choices for our balls. Or orbs, I guess they're calling them. I really like this because it upgrades everyone it hits. I don't like the ones that put the slime down. I think that's kind of silly because the first shot applies it and then you have to use it again to kind of get that effect. This ball lightning is almost mandatory to have. It's kind of like the shotgun orb. It takes out a huge group. So I'm going to go with that. And then it shows the map. We want chests. I got a really shitty map this time. I got a lot of skulls and hardly any question marks. The chest is way down there. So we're going to go either right or left, and then we're going to shoot for that question mark. We're going to try to avoid the red skull. Though you do get a relic, but I don't have enough life to fight a mini-boss. That's what the red skull is. So what I say, left or right, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I would say this is more difficult than Balatro. Balatro has some luck, but the majority of that is skill. This is really a lot of luck. You can get screwed really easy on these runs. Now, that's just my opinion. I don't know. I did get into Balatro a lot, but I would say I've played this more. We don't want to hit that refresh right now. Yeah. Exactly. No, DVK is not balanced either. We played the shit out of it. It's pretty much broken too. You can pick a certain set of cards and you'll pretty much win every time. But there is a random element in DVK. But it's just a lot of work to really balance it. It's a lot of testing. You have to really have all your upgrades or whatever, your relics, have that all done, and then test the shit out of it. And then if something's broken, you have to go in and just tweak, and then replay and tweak it. I think it's hard. I think there's a lot of games out that are AAA games or even indie games that are broken too. You could say this is broken. There's certain matches in this game, if you manage to get them, you're unstoppable. And then if you pick the wrong relic, oh my god, if you pick the wrong relic, you're screwed. So I wouldn't even say this is balanced. I don't think Balatro is balanced. That's just kind of like part of the nature of those types of games. They do the best they can to balance them, but I don't think any of them are perfectly balanced. There's always a way to exploit something. I got to get one of those bombs or I'm screwed. There we go. You got to hit the bombs twice. Yeah, exactly. That's a really good analogy. Magic the Gathering cards. Yep, they just come out with something that, as long as Platinum Angel is out, you can't lose the game. And you're like, okay, that kind of breaks everything. And that's why tournaments have to say, those cards are not allowed. This is a good one. Bulwark is like a shield. I really like this Oh My Gorb. This destroys the pegs, but it hits everybody. So you can kind of screw yourself, but it's really powerful against a lot of enemies. We're going to get it. Let's go for it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Magic the Gathering kind of stuff. Yeah, card games. I think so, too. I really enjoy games like that, but I think they would be a nightmare to code and design. Yeah, this is special because this is physics with all the ball bouncing and stuff, plus all the rogue relics and upgrades that you have to have. So this is like Magic the Gathering or Balatro and physics on top of that. I mean, this seems like it would be a nightmare to make. A fucking nightmare. Now we get to see the Oh My Gorb in action. Oh My Gorb! Oh, now those pegs are gone. They will never come back. No matter how many times I hit the refresh. That's the scary thing about that. Should be enough. Yeah. Oh gosh, I got a really crappy map. To the right, and then to the right again. And we only pretty much have these three orbs. Steal a gold. Oh, we didn't get it. One more battle, and then we get a relic. Awful. I think this is where I died last time. There's the refresh. Come on. This does 0 damage, but I need to get that bomb. This has high crit damage, so we're going to hit the crit. Take care of him. We eked it out again. We don't have anything that restores health. That might be a good idea. But I gotta use health here too. Crap. I'll skip it. Finally get a chest. If I don't mess it up. There we go. Oh, that's nice. But you don't reload until you use all your orbs, so it's not really helpful. What do I have there? 9. I gotta shoot 9 orbs before I reload, but we don't have any health, so I kind of have to go for it. Now, if you can manage to get all 5 bombs, you get another chest. It's a pretty cool mechanic, but it's really hard to do. So let's go left. Doesn't really matter, left or right. If I go left, and then I go left again, I'll hit question mark chest, regular battle, and then another chest. Basically try to get gold and not die. No, get in there. Retro RPGs, no. I haven't. I'm starting to crave them again. I got to be in the right mood. I was thinking about going through like Final Fantasy 2 or 3 again. That's you can get them on PlayStation now. My buddy suggested Sea of Stars. I think that was on sale a while ago. That's new Kickstarter, or newer, but it's based on retro RPGs, you know. Damn it! Applies 4 blind is good. That could be really helpful. And we don't want to fight the mini-boss. No, what about you? You're getting any downtime? You're busting your ass on that thing. And plus putting out the videos too? Holy crap. That's a ton of work. But you're getting some killer views. I think one of your videos got like 30,000 views. That's crazy. We need bombs now. Might and Magic. Yeah, I did a Might and Magic one. I have a Knights of Legend one on there too. Really old Commodore 64 stuff. Yeah, that's crazy how one of them, I mean, you consistently get like, you know, 1,200 or 2,000 it seems like on a lot of them. And then one of them just blew up. It was like 29,000 or 30,000 or something. But you definitely have people following. If people are commenting, then you got a group of people interested in it, which really helps. I like both these, but I can't get anything because I'm freaking gonna die. Look at that. The chest is completely blocked. I'm screwed. Fuck. I have to work my way out slowly. Oh, that worked out. Nice. Detonated while navigating is 5 coins. That could be helpful. And this is the refresh move. I like that better. Tactical treat. I guess technically that one does not have a round play on. It has a play on words, but it's like a pun. Tactical treat, but it's not round in any sense. Left, right, right. I don't need that refresh right now. Good, yeah. That's be the only way to pull it off because it's a ton of work on top of everything else you're doing. I know that, yeah. Those don't take too long, yeah. You still have to, you know, talk and decide what you're going to say, and I know how it is. And then if you say something you don't want to say or you mess up, you got to edit that part out. But yeah, minimal editing. You might have to do 1 or 2 recordings just to make sure you get the take correct, but yeah, just hit record and talk. It's awesome that you're documenting it. Start over completely, yeah, I know. You're recording something, you're like, you just can't fucking talk that day, and you mess up the first 5 words you say, you're like, nope, starting over. Yeah, depending on the severity. I know, it's hard not to get anal about that too. You're like, no, I don't like, I coughed right there, or, you know, that you have the S pop going on, you're like, that's annoying, I have to change that. A 20-minute video, you're like, this will take me 20 minutes. 2 hours later, you're like, okay, that took 2 hours. Little shit shot me. Keeps shooting me. I'm barely hanging on, man. Oh, I can finally upgrade something. Generatorb. Dag Orb. The Cirque. Concentrication. Concentrication. I wouldn't want to be in charge of naming all this shit either. Now this multi-ball is kind of cool. Gives you 2 balls. But I better upgrade something. Totally underprepared for this boss. We can add 3 pebballs or take 9 damage. I mean, we have to add the 3 pebballs. I can't handle the 9 damage. He gave us a 1, a 2, and a 3. That's cool. Oh, looks like he gave us 3 upgraded ones. What's it talking about? It says right there, your satchel absorbs pebble level 1. Oh, level 2, level 2, level 2. I see. Okay. I'm not reading correctly. And now Avogadro. We don't want to destroy pegs on a boss. That's just a bad idea. So we have to ditch this. Yeah, he'll go down, come up on the other side of the tree, and then I think he whacks us for 10. So if I don't get some blind on him, I'm screwed. Blind gives him a chance to miss. My crit's way over there. Shit. Oh, you can't put blind on him, that's right. Because he's a mole. I'm screwed. It's just brutally hard on this. After Crucible 13, it's insane. I'm getting spintel points at least. Spintel instead of intel. Information you're gathering on the enemies, they're calling it spintel. It's kind of funny. Nope. Pretty sad. Encyclopedia. It's kind of cool. The developers, they make it look like a 1 or 2 person. No way. This is a pretty decent sized team did this. But the way the pixel art makes it kind of seem deceiving, like 1 or 2 people did it. I like how they put a little developer note here. If you unlock all the spintel on each enemy, it tells you slime drops were the second enemy ever prototyped and put into the game once we decided that the first level was going to be in a forest. With several JRPG fans on the team, we knew Peglin would have to include these genre staple enemies. I haven't unlocked the blue slime drop yet. Almost. Oh, I got the red just now. So that little dev note pops up. I thought that was really neat. The reason the slime drops were originally given swords is that they were duplicated from the knight enemies in the original prototype. Every enemy actually still has a hidden sword object attached to it. Wow, that's really interesting. They just left the sword object attached to it. You just can't see it. That's crazy. Rainbow slime drop. Baddies were the first flying enemies to be added to the game, requiring a large rework of how the enemy and battle system worked. These were the first stationary enemies to be added to the game, the first long-range enemies, and the first enemies who charge up before firing. Their introduction was a large step towards the depth that the current game offers. It's kind of a neat bonus thing, but a lot more work. That's who we fought, Avogadro. And then it says in here somewhere, right there, real-life moles are not technically blind. But we decided that it worked well thematically for both enemies to be immune to the blind status, to reference the popular misconception. I always thought they were blind. I'd always heard blind as a bat. I thought bats are blind. They fly with sonar, that's it. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Kind of cool little book with all the enemies. And it's kind of neat, kind of a neat reference if you wanted to make something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 by 4, so 16 a page. 16, 32, 48, and then what do we have here? 12. So 60. 60 friggin' enemies. I mean, you're going to have, what, 3 or 4 per level? And 4 or 5 levels or worlds or whatever. So you're looking at 20 enemies, maybe 25 with bosses. This is friggin' 60. Why do these two look the same? Invisible mini-boss. Oh, invisible minion. Oh, they got to use the same sprite on that. That's nice. And it keeps track of, I think, your last 10 or 20, but I've been playing the hell out of it, so I've been playing this game for years, but it doesn't go back that far. Oh, you can see total games 89, 20 wins. It's like 15% of the time I'm pulling a win out. Well, it shows 4 people there. That's publishing. Encyclopedia, yeah. Marketing. They got just 3 people on marketing. And then they're not really on the team. That's just translations. But what did it show? 4 main people on the team. And then somebody did additional programming, May Gardens. And then 2 people for additional art and design. Or is that just one guy, Matthew Dawson? And then publishers. Got a few there for sound effects. Production. What's that? Granado, Johan, Roberto, Johan, and Joan. So that's none of them. That's the original team, I guess. So I wonder. It's probably 10, 12, 15, probably 15 or more people on this. But they have a look like 2 guys did it, or 1 guy did it. Which seems to be the way to go nowadays. Make it look like an indie. I mean, technically it's still an indie, but come on, 15, 20 people. Is that really an indie? And there's other characters too, but I've only unlocked the Spinventor. He has unique orbs in your deck, get +1, +2. That might be kind of cool. But for each one, you have to unlock the Crucible. So I won't be able to play him on Crucible 17 unless I take him all the way through all the other Crucibles. It's kind of stupid. Alright, let's try it again. Back to 17. Oops. I go back to my guy, Peglin. So my brother figured it out because I was going, what the hell is Peglin? And he said, it's Peggle plus Goblin. Or Peg plus Goblin. A Peglin. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Let's try the Basalt Totem. We just try to earn money in the beginning without killing things too quickly. I didn't want to hit that refresh. Damn it. It's just wrecking me. Those bombs are lifesavers. I don't like the ballad. That's not that great. This is kind of good. Now we have the option to increase our max HP, but it costs 20. I gotta get something. This can be really strong. All orb, nothing. And we kind of, a little bit better map, lots of question marks, which could be battles. No, how's the game coming along? You feel like you're, now that you got everything refactored, you feel like you're making some decent progress? Like, it looked like you pretty much had the first world done, or level, or whatever you're calling them. And I did see a little hint teaser of a boss. So is the office level pretty much done, you think? I guess we'll get the bouncy. Let's get the bouncy. Let's go left again. Oh, shit. I was going to try to fight that guy, but... Place an orb on the altar and duplicate it. Wow, it'll actually let me choose these? That's crazy. So, potentially you want to have one upgraded by the time you get to this screen, but... we didn't. Pebbles get +1, +2. Orbert's story is pretty good. I want Orbert's story. Usually if you just shoot down the center, it should go into the center. Yes. And now we don't care. Either way's the same. Maybe to the right. Damn it. Oh. That's not bad battle. I need the bomb. Oh, awesome. You're kicking ass. It's big. Bulldorb. Now, heal or increase our life? I don't know. Taking this gold with me, man. And did you mention how many worlds you had planned? I thought you said 5, but maybe I'm just imagining that. That's just like the standard. I don't even know how many Heartbound actually had. Ooh, good timing. 5, okay. That stuck in my mind. We can get rid of the Terror Ball. It's terrible. Now, right or left doesn't matter. And then there's another chest down there. Both these suck. Left, please. Look at that. Remove all orbs. All I would have is the boulder. Or the horrible, I mean. No, we will remove one orb. For 8 HP. I guess we'll get rid of a pebble. We need this chest. Don't fuck it up. No! Get over there! Damn it! The little ball during navigation has ears on it. So it perfectly... It can totally screw you up. It's not like a round ball. It's pretty smart little thing they added. Wall bounces contribute to damage. Bombs activate nearby pegs. Let's do this. Left, left. Oh, brambles are some of the best. I have to do this. Some of the best balls. Orbs. Come on, hit all 5. Nope. I'm feeling a little better prepared, but I don't really have any kind of synergy going here. Bramball applies 2 bramble. Enemies are unable to move, which is way more helpful than it sounds. And enemies that move through them take damage, but you also take 2 self-damage when attacking. 4 regular damage, 7 crit. These are way better than I had given them credit for earlier when I first kind of started playing. That's a quarter of his life right there. Don't get cocky, kid. Aww. I have to be quick because I have very little life. Oh, that's good. Was terrible. We need this. No! Damn it. Of course, the refresh is in a horrible position. Damn it. I'm not going to do it. That refresh screwed me. Damn. Brutal. I felt like that run could have been something, but heal 1 for every peg activated while navigating. Heal 1 every time the board is refreshed. This could be a lifesaver if you have a refresh build going. That looks like a better board already. We need left, left. Yeah, what are you doing for fun? What are you doing for fun to wind down from working on that game all day? You playing anything? Watching anything? Reading any books? I just started The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. It's been around for a long time. It was popular when I was younger, but I never got into it. So I just started them. Audiobook. There's an Amazon Prime series, but they fucked it up, of course. That's just what I hear. Like I said, I haven't read them yet, so. Yeah, exactly. Game design is its own reward. What is this fun you speak of? I know not. I know it not. You gotta have fun too. You drive yourself mad. Recycled pegs are... God, it's just gang rape on these higher levels. They hit me like 4 times each. Oh, wow, really? Yeah, well, you're dedicated to your game. That's awesome. Yeah, well, don't play this. This will just stress you out more. Yeah, it depends on the game for sure. Whew. It's like chopping down an oak tree. Oh, yes! This is really good. The problem is it's going to be my only ball. And I really like the Oh My Gorb too. Ah! Heals you instead of shot damage. Ah. Ah. I have to go with this. It's so awful when you want both of those things and you can only have one. Yeah, play one of them relaxing... Play one of them relaxing, like, find the hidden item games. My mom loves those. She's always playing those. And she seems pretty relaxed. Don't play Peglin. That will just make things worse. At some point, I do want to go through... Oh, yeah, Fantasy 3. Yeah. With more sane commentary. I thought it was pretty good the first time. I really enjoyed it. No, 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 go left! That was cool how you showed a little teaser of the game you were working on, the other RPG that kind of looked like fantasy. I thought that was neat. I wondered how many people would comment about it looking like fantasy. I think I was the only one, but I don't know if anybody else caught it. There's a guy you might like that has a blog that I used to read until he said vote for Hillary Clinton, and then I stopped reading him. But he was entertaining. He's called the CRPG Addict. He's got a blog called the CRPG Addict, and he has gone through so many old computer RPG games. It's you know, even though he's politically fucking crazy, he's really interesting to follow his progress of going through games. He really the way he documents going through it and then rates each one. He's been doing it for a long time. If you want some interesting reading, the CRPG Addict. He's been around a long time. And he even went through one of my childhood games, Knights of Legend. Yeah, you might have read it before. The way he does it's really in depth. He rates the economy system and the dialogue, and you know, he's played enough to where his sense of a good game is, you can pretty much trust it. So it's a good thing to reference if you know, have limited time like you do and you want to play something that's one of the top games out there. He has the games rated, and you can just like go pick from the top 5 or the top 10 and say, I'll go through that one. The problem is some of the old CRPGs are inherently, you know, really long and bulky to go through, but I thought it was neat. He went through Knights of Legend on the Commodore 64, which really you can't win because the game was unfinished. But he has an interview with Todd Porter, who designed the game working with Origin. And I thought that was just crazy that he actually got Todd Porter. He had Todd Porter on record talking to him about the game. And I think he said Todd Porter reached out to him because he was a fan of his blog. I thought that was neat. We need the shotgun, ball lightning. I attempted about a year ago to go through Wizardry 7. 6 or 7. I can't remember. I think it's 7, but I did not know what I was doing. I didn't get any guides or anything, so my characters were all shit. Like really, really bad. And then I got to probably 20 hours in and just hit a wall. I couldn't beat anything. And then I finally started doing some digging on it and realized how awful I built my characters. So that's the other thing, playing an old game like that. You really kind of, if you want to continue being able to do it or have a party that can stand against later enemies, you really kind of have to spoil it and go figure out what's a decent build before you can play. And Might and Magic was like that. Might and Magic 2, we played that game endlessly as kids, and we never got anywhere. That was a brutally hard game. And then, you know, growing up years later, the internet, watching people beat it just is dumbfounding. Yeah, that is crazy. Yeah. It's cool. That's like old school kind of D&D stuff too. And that's my first memories, is rolling that dice, making your characters, and then, especially on Might and Magic, whatever your roll was, it would say, this is a good choice for a knight, or a ninja, or a half-orc, and it would kind of tell you, based on your roll, what's a good character choice. But yeah, that's like kind of too much randomity. You know, maybe randomize a few things, but not just, I wonder who I'm going to play, and then roll a dice. In real life, there's the social aspect of patience of friend versus number of roll on PC. Oh yeah, exactly. Yep, and we did. We would come home from school, Might and Magic, and roll until you got, you know, 4 18s. You're like, nope, I only got 3 18s. And you're like, dude, come on. Even patience of friends has a limit, because, you know, I remember after school being like, dude, we have 3 hours until your mom's gonna come get you, so you need to pick a character so we can start playing. You don't need 4 18s. But when I was very young when I started playing that, so I didn't know there was any other kind of system. I thought, oh, this is just how you do it. You roll the dice. This is brutal. I had a couple good runs, so I thought, oh, I should stream this. Yeah, that's a great idea. This is kind of neat. The unicorn horn is a little nod to Peggle. Because see how it has a little question mark? You know, Peggle has a bunch of different characters, and one of the characters, the first character you start with, is Bjorn. And Bjorn's power is his horn can track where the ball's going to go. So they threw that in here and called it Unicorn Horn. I thought that was kind of cute. Oh, shit. It's not one of the better relics, I don't think, but this can be really helpful. Bombs detonate in one hit. Yeah, that's funny. Versus friends' patience. Number of rolls on PC. You can roll forever. It didn't matter. We had all strong characters in Might and Magic and hirelings, and we just, we made it to like the third or fourth town and just didn't know where to go, like to follow the main storyline. It just felt like all side quests. Like you could just play that game from now till the end of time and never really get anywhere. It was Might and Magic 2. It's Gates to a New World or something like that. But 5 discs, and I just remember staying up late on the Commodore 64 and swapping discs and literally putting the Commodore 64 power pack in a bowl of ice, which we had wrapped in Ziploc bags, just so that it would not overheat so that we could keep playing. Remember watching a Let's Play of Pool of Radiance, and the recommendation is to hack all characters to be 18s. Yeah. Yeah, that's the recommendation. Yeah. If you want to go through it, all characters should be 18. All 18s. Yeah, who has the time for something like that these days? Well, I feel like, games back then were hard because they didn't really... just because of limitations. Games nowadays are hard just because people think it needs to be hard so people can get enough playtime out of it. But a lot of games are way too hard for no reason. I really enjoyed Darkest Dungeon. I thought that was a really neat idea. And it was just too balls-ass hard. I didn't even try the second one. I just went, I have enough suffering in my life. I don't need to suffer as I play Peglin on Crucible 17, but Darkest Dungeon, I couldn't keep going. I really like the setup. I wish they had like just an easy mode. Why not just throw an easy mode in there? And I would still be playing Darkest Dungeon to this day if they were like, hey, here's a mode if you just want to mess around and have fun and whoop ass. It's giving me shit choices. Shit choices. Let's go right. Did you ever play through any of the gold box games like Pool of Radiance? Have you ever attempted to go through those? Those are supposed to be some of the best ones. I guess there are certain ones that are really good and other ones that are really shit, but that CRPG Addict has a list of some of those gold box ones. And I think Pool of Radiance is one of the good ones. Knights of Legend was not, but that's the game my parents got me, so we invested a lot of time in that, before we realized you can't technically beat this game. Yeah, I always have too. Some of those gold box games I always wanted to go through. Wizardry 7's like that. It's up there with like Baldur's Gate, the one that I actually did make a complete Let's Play of. If I was going to do one, it would be Wizardry 7. That one's just got a lot of praise. And like we said, you have to kind of pick... You got to pick how you want to spend your time, especially when you're making a game like you are. Pray to receive its power. This is a good ball, and it gets buffed based on how many pebbles you have, so I'm going to get it. We got an obelisk. Orbalisk, sorry. +1/+1 for each pebble. So now it's a 4/4. And it hits all enemies in the column. Finally got something decent. Now we go left, left, left. To go left, we shoot right. What about Darkest Dungeon? Did you ever get into that? You know what I'm talking about the insane difficulty. Or maybe you just know from people online. It's really done well, but there's no need for it to be that frigging hard. Yeah. Yeah, it's done really well. It's kind of a cool little story. That narration is just top-notch. Kind of like XCOM, the way you get to build up your town, and then you go out and take your party out, and then you get to build up each character. It's just... XCOM is so much more forgiving. Because your characters are meant to die. So you grow to love your group, your party, and then they just get old and sick and wrecked. Like any RPG that I played as a kid that had age, where I think Might and Magic was one of them, where age affects you. Like the older your character gets, the weaker he gets. I just thought that was so unfair. Like the reason I'm playing a game is I don't want to be reminded of reality with age. Like, oh, my character's 80 years old. It's time to retire him. He's too weak. I always thought that was brutal. Why am I using that? There's no more gold. Oh, yes. Jack-o'-lantern is mine. And 20 bucks. I think you can buy something with 20. Sometimes they got little orbs in here for 10. Oh, there's an Oh My Gorb, but it's 20. I can never freaking afford these. The store is way too expensive. I'm gonna take this Oh My Gorb. And then that's kind of neat. The little boxes are the items he has for sale. So when you buy something, wherever it's listed in the indice there, it gets removed so it doesn't draw that square. That took me forever to figure out what the hell was going on here. See, he's got the little Oh My Orb in front of him. Oh My Gorb, and I guess that's the shopkeep. There we go. Stay on the left. Your dwarf fighter has developed Alzheimer's. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, you get a -2 to strength because he's over 70. And you're like, no! That's too realistic. Yeah, on Might and Magic 2, I remember they had crazy fountains. You would just find some fountain of, like, might. And your party would drink from it, and everyone would have 100 might for until you rested. So we were trying to exploit some stuff, and we remembered where the fountain of might was. Everybody got 100 might, which was strength, basically. And then we went and fought some guys that were like 20 levels above us. And that was a way we were able to start leveling finally. But even having really strong characters, it didn't matter, because that game, you don't know where to go or what to do. You have to write everything down. And I swear to God, it's as hard as Wizardry, like old school Wizardry. You better have a map. I mean, the game had a built-in map maker, but you better keep notes of maps and places and little tiny clues that you pick up. I don't know if you've ever watched a video on Might and Magic 2, but it's insanely difficult. And here we were, 10-year-old kids, swapping discs thinking we're going to beat this game. There's no way. There was no way. We had no shot at beating that game. Yeah, Might and Magic 2. Gates to a New World. That was Commodore 64. We actually played that way more than Knights of Legend, and we had so many hours invested in that game, and without realizing how far away we were from coming anywhere near getting close to beating it. It's called Gates to Another World. Oh, I think we should try to fight this guy because I have lots of life. Oh, I have the bombs go off in one. So if we're going to try to fight him anyways, let's try to get this second chest. If I can hit all 5 of these, I get a second chest. Oh, come on! Oh, you fuck. Yeah, that's the first person view one where you cast, I think it was called Wizard Eye, and it would map for you. So you had a map in the top right corner, and it was like Fog of War. It started out black, and every step you took, it would actually draw it on the map if you had the Wizard Eye spell active. And then you could hit spacebar, and it would show you the map of the area that you were in. And I actually have on my wall a poster of the map that was set out like a grid, A to I think A to E, and then 1 through 6. So you knew you started in C3, which was Middlegate, and then you could look at the map and go, we want to go over here to C4, so we would head to the east. But it was brutally hard. Yeah, it's got a nice look to it. I liked it. They kind of went crazy with the later Might and Magics, but 6 characters plus 2 hirelings. It had a lot of really cool stuff in it. But I wouldn't suggest going through that if you ever want to try to beat the game. You really have to have a guide. And it's just like you say, it's rolling dice to make your character. But they had some cool characters. That you could be a ninja, like a half-orc ninja. At the time, for me anyways, that was like unheard of. Like, you could be a half-orc ninja? What? I don't think I want to use this. It's really strong, though. But it destroys pegs forever. That's not too bad. Yeah, that was probably one of the first that we started going through. What's the release on that? Like 84 or something? Commodore 64 release. $1989, it says. Yeah, my mom was a school teacher, and back then they had like books you could pick out of this like Scholastic magazine, and every once in a while there was computer games there. So, you know, she would say, pick out some books that you have to read, do reports on, and then pick out a game. So, you know, I had to pick like 3 or 4 books and then pick out a game. I think that's one of the games I picked. We were enthralled with that for a lot of years. Took the manual to school, reading it like a couple of nerds in PE class. We got busted. And the teacher was like, give me that book. What are you doing? You're supposed to be running laps. I still have the Commodore 64 case with the discs. They're grimy as hell. And the book that's falling apart. I miss that, man. Games coming with manuals. That was the shit. Manuals and maps and little goodies. What? He's dead and they're still alive? That's crazy. I need the oh my Gorb now. Oh my Gorb. Come on. No. I need that refresh. Hit the refresh! Oh, it saved my ass. Totally saved my ass. Which gave a nice balance with difficulty. What do you mean? The, using the manual? Orbisum is good. Oh, yeah. The physical manuals, I know. $43, I don't have enough. I have to take this ball, though. This orb is amazing. Oh, that was a mini-boss, that's right. Pincer maneuver, projectile, and targeted attacks is split between the original and the furthest enemy. We have to take this heal, I think. When you reload, gain 2 balance. Heal 1 for every 15 activated. I have to take the heal. It would depend how much you wanted to look up. Oh, yeah. You know, back then, when the manuals were done well, I mean, some of, even like the Nintendo manuals, they were just kind of skimpy, like 10 pages. But the computer manuals? Shit. My mom used to play those Infocom games. They were all text. And those games always came with really cool little goodies, like world building stuff, and really thick, like almost book manuals. And those were, we would just pore over those for hours. We were too young to play just a text-based game, but yeah, taking that Might and Magic 2 manual to school, we must have read that thing, it must have been 100 pages, and we read it, you know, cover to cover several times. Just, we were enthralled with it. Right, right. Oh, there we go. Refresh activates nearby pegs. This is new. Effective criticism. You gotta laugh at that one. That's pretty good. They got some puns going on, but that's pretty good. It's effective criticism. Whenever a crit is triggered, apply a random debuff to the targeted enemy. That's really good against bosses. I want it. I have a halfway decent build going. Finally, an hour and a half later, but my health is shit. Pocket sand is amazing. When an enemy hits you, blind 15. Okay. Wow, 2 mini bosses before the main boss. I got screwed. Okay, we're gonna go. Doesn't matter where I go. Shit. Let's try to hit all 5 of these. We get another chest. Come on! I need to heal. I cannot fuck around. I need to hit bombs right away. There's 2 bombs. I need to start working on the other bomb. I don't want to take any hits. And get a little bit of gold. And then we gotta kill him. Beautiful. Oh, I got more than I thought. Oh, this also... Oh, here's a refresh. We have to have this. Refresher call. Refresher call. Left. Doesn't matter. We want these. Hey, yeah, thanks for hanging out. That was fun. Good luck. Excited to see the next video. You're killing it. Hey, we get to remove the terror ball. That's crazy! You did my Gorb! You don't want to do such things. Later! Oh no, I'm gonna die. What does he have? 87? Come on! Shit! Damn it! Beautiful. Oh, I got a Bramble level 1. I wonder how it decides. It's random. Attacks gain +2 for every crit on the board. Betsy's Hedge. So we're building a crit. We're going a crit build. Freeze! Oh, I killed him. I like the best foot forward too. We need that chest. No! Get over there. Gotta bring the cat in. coming in? Each crit triggered for projectile attacks causes them to pierce an additional enemy. The auger. The AU auger. The gold auger. Oh, we gotta take this. No! How in the flippity fuck? Amazingly, I can still get it. Oh shit. You're too much. All right. Need bombs bad. just tiny enough to squeeze in there. Oh, can I stop him from moving with this? That'd be awesome. I tried to escape. Yeah. Small packages. Every prime number shot pierces an additional enemy. Activated those also trigger a crit. That's good, right? It goes with our attack scheme. +2/+2 for every crit on the board. Each crit triggered causes them to pierce an additional enemy. Yeah. Go. Right or left doesn't really matter. Let's get gold. Pocket sand. Embrace the lightning, baby. Ball lightning 1. Do we have enough for store? Kind of. Let's go question mark first, then store. Oh yeah, because we got Norbert's story. Orbert's story. Every 4 question mark nodes. Chance for a rare relic. Oh, the fates want us to go to the store. Oh, this is a good one. Oh, this for 20? This is really good. This is really helpful for refresh. Let's go Electorb. Electorb magnet. Can you bramble a flyer? Yes. That was very helpful. Shotgun! That wasn't enough. Triggers a crit. That goes with our build that we're doing. Avogrado. That was shit. That recycles in a crap spot. Come on. He whacks me in bales. We need this. Oh, come on. Everything but the recycle. There it goes. Oh my gosh, we're down to the wire. No! Fuck. So close, yet so far away. Crucible 17! Maybe we need to upgrade shit right away. Got a bramble. That's going to be really helpful. We're applying blind. It's going to be really helpful. Come on. You're getting too close, man. How did I miss that? I gotta have a bomb or I'm screwed. Wow. Perfect shot. Oh my gorb! That's amazing! Mental mantle. Too bad we're not going to live long enough to use it. Pretty risky. Looks like we're taking the pebbles. I don't want to get damaged. Need a relic. And get rid of the Terror Ball. Left or right? Let's go for it. Let's try to take out the mini boss. Maximize our relics. The refilibuster is amazing. Okay, let's let fate decide. Can we pull it off? This is a mini boss? It's not too bad. I'm not in love with how much life I have, but good first shot. No. I might just do it. Oh my gorb! Yes! Success! Accentuate. I think we're just gonna have to heal. Bud. Oh, this is right up our alley. We're always running about 25% health. Beautiful. That sucks. That kind of sucks too. I don't think I've ever got it though. I could pick it to unlock, but we're on Crucible 17, so monster training it is. We might make it with this. This one relic. One relic to rule them all. High risk, high rewards. We need to oh my gorb. Oh, we got some spin tail. We actually need health. We need healing items. Something we're lacking. What's 25% of 85? 10 is 8.5. 16, 17 is 20%. And then half of that is basically 5. So like 23. We're not there yet. I need that bomb or I'm screwed. Damn it. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, that was cleared quickly. Things turned around quickly. We have to heal. Upgrade our bramble? Or our oh my gorb. This goes to an 11. Stay away from the fire! I usually take the forge. What's the hammer do again? Whenever you discard an upgradable orb. Oh, I can't go back? Fuck, I guess we're taking... Oh, there we go. Back. Okay, how do I get off this screen? What is it doing? There is no going back. Alright, well, we took it. Look at that refresh. It's in the worst possible spot. Oh, we lucked out. Yeah, we're screwed. We have to have a health item by the time we get here, or we just can't do it. Oh, come on. Wow. Wow. Oh, I like the electromagnet, but the shock absorber is good too. Morbid orb is good. We need that for refresh. Left, right. Looks like we're going right.
For some reason, Skeletor has sent me a note. It says it is time for me to show off my
Shame on you, citizen. You should be earning the company money, not watching this.
For some reason, Skeletor has...
So AI is becoming such a problem that it's now affecting video game preservation. You see, Myriad is a website with over 390 terabytes of organized game collections. It's one of the biggest preservation sites online that not only has a bunch of ROMs, but also magazine scans and special promo DVDs. Basically just decades of gaming history that companies never bothered preserving. But now Myriad is officially shutting down on March 31st, and according to the owner on Discord, it's because number one, the rising cost of RAM and hard drives because of AI data centers made the project almost impossible to sustain, since the price of server hosting went up dramatically and it was costing him over $6,000 a month even after donations. And to make matters worse, while Myriad was ad-free, paywall-free, and login-free to be as accessible as possible, well, some people were setting up paid third-party downloaders that were bypassing the website entirely, including the prompts asking for donations to try to monetize Myriad's.
Guises, Defender, Pac-Man, Asteroids. To fans, they represent a challenge. But to critics, as Terry Drinkwater reports, they are a menace.
Come on in.
Alright, let's get back to this. What are we fucking doing here, man? Look at that. It's a hell of a magnet. Left, 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 huh? 3 question marks. As long as they're not battles, we might survive. Get over there. Ooh, slimy salve. This screen's just been acting weird. Why is it up there in the top left? I think we need left again. Well, let's risk it. Let's go right and fight that mini-boss. Let's take the damage. Mini boss it is. Alright. Get it together, man. These guys ain't too bad. See at 365. Oh, he stopped the damage. Oh my god. Just raping me again. Other guy's shooting me. That should do it. Nope. We need life. Just barely. We barely survived. This could be helpful with our slimy salve, but every 35th peg, which is a long ways away. Let's go this fast Ricaton. And we get a chest. We stick left and we get chests all day long. Yes, post-battle healing. Let's try to light these and get a second chest. Oh, you mother! Let's go. The electromagnet is one of my new favorite ones. That's awesome. Now, we could go... Oh, we're totally screwed, huh? We can't get that second chest now. Wow. Left. Well, probably can't go left. We don't want to. Oh, we can. This is gonna be dangerous. Half his life. We're gonna need that refresh or we're screwed. Maybe screwed anyways. Whew! It was beautiful. Overflow, small packages. Okay, let's do the overhammer. Now let's go right and we get 2 question marks. What? Back to back, huh? Why is that 0? I don't know. Where's my refresh? Ow. Ow. There we go. This is very helpful, but we need life. Oh, we can afford both things. Yay. Okay, I think we might be able to do this if we just concentrate a little bit. It's gotta be this or nothing. Totally screwed now. Damn. That's brutal. Not one successful run. No matter how much we try. Big fish might help us. The old big fish, huh? Let's go right, and then a bunch of lefts. We didn't get enough money. We tried to go too fast. Hey, it's not quite horrible. What do we say, right? Why not? Why shouldn't I fight him? After the day we had, fuck it. We're not gonna make it, man. $30? Why has it gotta be 30? Oh! The Docked Orb to the rescue. Oh, that's amazing. Orbs start with 5+ worth of damage. Safety net, please. Well, what do you think? Remove an orb? Either way, we're going downtown. Charlie Brown. Wanna go outside? Come on. Alrighty. We need a little bit of life here. We got him again. Why? We need a crit, or we get nothing. You get nothing. Oh wow. Couldn't have jumped over that more hilariously. 2.5 hours. Nothing. He's just pooping out slimes. We need this bomb right now. Oh, the raping begin. Shit. Damn. This game's hard. You can't stop me. I got no job. I got no money. Our pets' heads are falling off. I think this money thing will help. But I also like Orbert's story. Let's take the money, man. Take the money, man. There's our first question mark to the left. So let's try to get as much money as we possibly can. And we'll get 20% spinterest. Remember, money, not killing guys, is the key. What's the most money on this level? Like 40? Wow, they go to town. We're not supposed to spend anything, so we get more money. But I really like the Swoltorb. I spent a little. A little extra money. Oh, missed them all. A fight? Well, that's not fair. We need that bomb, man. Can we do it? It's getting dark. Too dark to see. He hits us 5 times. Oh, shit. Getting pretty difficult. Oh, I know which one I want. The far left one. No. Of course it goes to the far right. Ah! They're all good, but I wanted the far left. Our first relic. More bombs, please. Increase the amount by 1. Let's do Mask of Sorrow. Now we need to get like Spinfection and shit. Look at all this gold we missed. We could buy nothing! Okay, for the umpteenth time. Damn. It's too hard. It's ridiculous. That's cool. That's good. I like all of them. I'll try for the far right. It's probably better. We do not want to fight mini bosses. No, we do not want to fight mini bosses. This one's not bad. We are screwed. Can we pull it off? 43! Nope. Shit. The dag orb is the way to go. You gotta have that dag orb. Oh, refilibuster. We start with the refilibuster. That's insane. Popping corn. Come on. That was brutal. We took the scary dungeon die, which gives us -2 or +4. -2 through +4, depending on the roll. We might actually have a friggin' chance this time. I swear they're putting that recycle peg in that refresh peg in a worse spot every time. Ow, ow. Hey, the dungeon die is good for the Hori Ball, because it actually has a chance to have some damage. Damn it. Oh, we actually have a little bit of a chance now with them brambles. We've got to do at least 100 damage each time. That's okay. There's our crit. We didn't get it. That's gonna be good. 357. Get some bulwark going. Nope, we didn't even hit 12 of them. We should have this locked up. Yes! Fuck! That was brutal. All orbs get morbid, but the board contains half as many refreshes. Oh, wow. That's kind of cool. I've never taken it before. We gotta have this electro pegnet. This thing is just unbelievable. All black bombs are replaced by red bombs and deal 2 times damage to enemies? That is insane. I think we have to take this sapper sack. We just have to have a way to heal. We have the popping corn, so we're concentrating on getting some healing because any level with bombs is now going to have red bombs and they do twice as much damage. Not to us, hopefully. Should be 400 then, right? Or 300. Oh, there's several going off, so we'll see. 4 of them. 5 of them. So we still take 5 damage. Meaning we are going to need health, health, health. Shit, my chest is locked up. Can I squeeze it by in here? Ah, no. Fire! Landed the fire! Yes. Right in the hole. Come on, you son of a bitch! Yes. Okay. I think it was $5. That's badass. Shit, I didn't mean to do that. Oh god. Oh. We need life. We gotta have something that produces life or we're screwed. Sapper sack. We want the middle thing or the far right thing. Of course, it gives us the unicorn. If we can't get something to heal, this sapper sack is going to kill us. Oh, fuck. Orbs that are smaller. Got a decent one going, but nothing to heal my health. We shall see. Look at all those red bombs, dude. As long as I don't kill myself. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs! We need the corn to heal us. Heal us, almighty corn. Okay, let's see. Bombs do 400. I need 8 of them to kill him. Wait. Is that right? No, bombs do 400 now with the sapper sack. So I need like 12 of them to kill him. But 12 times 5 is 60. That will kill us. We're screwed, man! But I am slowly gaining health back. That was for shit. Oh, Bulwark actually stops you from taking damage. Wow. I'm terrified. My controller's dying. Everything's going wrong. Okay. I can handle 3 bombs. Should have him. Oh my god, we pulled it off! Woo! No friggin' way! The bulwark saved my ass. I did not know that bulwark can protect you from red bombs. I've been playing this game for a minute, and I did not know that. Bulwark can protect you from red bombs. Holy shit. Well, this looks pretty good. They would deal 2 damage on top of the sapper sack? That's insane. What? Again, we have to have a way to heal. I think we have to do this. The Wand of the Ultimate Wrath. Oh, our bombs are deadly. Our bombs are the deadliest bombs I ever seen any bombs be. I gotta charge my controller. Only took me 3 hours to get a decent run started. Controller's dying. I don't want to plug this in, man. Okay, backup controller to the rescue. So if I understand this correctly, the sapper sack does twice the damage for red bombs, because all black are replaced with red, which do 5 damage to us, and then we just picked up the Wand of the Ultimate Wrath, which also does an additional 2 times. So it's 2 times 2. Are you freaking kidding me? So if we have a way to heal, we should just destroy the rest of this run. And bulwark can protect us. We need to get the bulwark on before we hit the red bombs. So we have to find a way to heal pretty quick. And I think red bombs give us $5. Yeah. And then we didn't get hurt. Nice. But we're out of bulwark, so we will get hurt. Trying to get some gold. Bad cheese doesn't help. That's okay. That's stupid. We want the middle one. And then we want to go left. Look at all those question marks. Holy shit. Come on, go left. Yes. We don't need another collider ball. We don't need any of this. The ore bust, I guess. If I was gonna take one. Nope, I don't want it. Oh, no bombs. Should still be okay. We make our own bombs. So this should do 800 damage. 600. I guess since we're on Crucible 17, they do 150 times 2 is 300 times 2 is 6. Okay, that's awesome. I don't want to crit with this. Shit. Oh, it's not very good. We should have brambled him a long time ago. No, stop hitting me. Fuck. Oh, son of a bitch. This guy's gonna kill me. Shit. So close, man. It was a good attempt, bro.